Okay, we're at the southwest corner of the home and the garage, and we're gonna go around counterclockwise. Our garage door casement is kind of rotting down there. Our rain gutters are too close to the structure. Our rain gutters are distressed. It's the time to replace the rain gutter system. It's actually probably pretty close to time to replace the roof covering system. We've got some rotten fascia board behind the rain gutter here. I've got another video about that you probably have already seen if you're watching at them in order. We're coming across here, right? This foundation is a monolithic slab, post-tension. There's different types of post-tension, but it's a post-tension monolithic slab on grade. And what's happened here is we've done a parge coat around the foundation. It's like a cake frosting. And just because the parge coat's cracked doesn't mean your foundation's cracked. And if the parge coat's not cracked, that doesn't mean your foundation's not cracked either. Now over here, we've got a shrinkage crack on this corner, but it's out. It's not just the crack there. And that does not have any effect on my opinion about how the foundation is performing. Okay, it's holding up brick. This is a wood-built house. It's holding up brick, and it might be a brick problem. You got another corner around I'll talk about. Termites can come up undetected where they have the cracks, but it hasn't been knocked out. Electric receptacle outlets on the exterior walls should be sealed to help prevent moisture from getting in there. We've got some separation right in here between our window and our door casements and our frames, and even the lintel right there. So moving on along, rain gutters too close again as we're looking at that. We got some cracking right here between these windows, cracking right there. There should have been a weep screed. These shouldn't have gone straight down to the brick. It should have had flashing behind here. And because you don't, then it rotted out. And so then we repaired it. And when we repaired it, we put it right back like it was so it can rot out again. There should be a little half an inch to an inch gap right along there with flashing visible behind there. And you can see it because all walls leak. They do. That's what the walls do. That's why we need these weep holes around the foundation perimeter. Most of the time, you're not going to see water come out. I mean, this is brick too. I mean, your lawn sprinkler system hits this, rain hits this, water hits this, it goes right through it. And we know, because this is a great building product, but the house could burn down and we could reuse the brick. So this is something to kind of think about. But excuse me, not to think about burning the house down, but you do want to think about. But it's a great insulator, the brick is. Sound and temperature, it's a great insulator. And it can withstand a fire. But it's porous, that's why we need the weep holes. That's why we need the weep holes. We should have protective covers over these things. They're called in-use covers, so you can plug your Christmas lights into them. And you plug your Christmas lights into them and then close the cover, and they won't get wet the way they are now. I just tripped that. It's here in the garage. The garage ceiling is not GFCI protected. That teaches us that. We reset this. These paving stones laid out, they're not dimensionally uniform. Now they're okay for a young, spry person, but you get somebody old like your home inspector here, and I could trip on that. You see this scoring around here? This home has experienced some foundation repair. I don't know who, I don't know when, but it has. So, and, you know, based on some of the measurements that I have, you know, maybe find some comfort in that. We got some negative drainage around here. We got some cracks underneath that window. A tree shouldn't be closer than 25 feet to a foundation. We got some siding here. Our siding's a little worse for wear. Rain gutter is an inch away. That's a good thing. You an inch away? No, you're not. Yeah, you are. Look at that. You got kick out flashing? Because you sure don't have it over the front portico. I don't think you do. We need some kick out flashing up there. And again, the rain gutter looks pretty rough. Moving on along, bushes all should be cut all away. All of our screens are given up to ghost screens. And the windows, this is double pane aluminum frame windows, and all of our windows appear to be original to the structure. And you know, it's just time. It's just time. Our screens are, like I said, in pretty bad shape. Is that right? Okay, so some of our rake edge flashing, but edge flashing doesn't cover the cornice right there. And then our rain gutter just dips water right on the top right there. So let's hang on. Cornice rake edge flashing does not meet the cornice. Flashing does not meet the cornice at the rake edge over the kitchen, between the kitchen and the laundry area. This is our close and our screens. Like I said, this one's getting kind of torn and worn. Our vent flap is sprung open here and dirty. We probably want to clean that up. It's reseal. Moving on along. Trees too close. That's a crepe myrtle. The rain gutters again. Now we've got, and we notice this in the attic, but we've got soffit vents. And I did not notice soffit vent baffles. Where do termites live? In the ground. What do they eat? Dead wood. Huh. What's wood mulch? Dead wood on the ground next to your house. That's called a clue. That's called a clue. Moving on along. On both sides of the front portico, we should have kick-out flashing. Alright. And the flashing should be turned and bent into the house and sealed. You think wind-driven rain can get up in there and all that stuff up there? I do. That's what I think. Wind-driven rain just jump right on up in there. Now, I'm not going to trip this because I tripped it earlier and I reset it. I just want to make sure that I got power on it. But this is GFCI protected, even though it's not told. Okay, even though, there you go. Alright, that's good. Doorbell button should be sealed. Doorbell button should be illuminated. It works. Tree. Oh. Doorbell button should be sealed. Doorbell button should be illuminated. Should have an in-use cover there. Should say that it's GFCI protected. Tree again is too close. We still got the wood mulch. Moving on along. Coming in here, the flashing. We should have kick-out flashing there and there, and we already talked about that. I got a little short video about this corner right here. I can see between this tree and the gate, we're going to have 2 videos for the roof. Well, more than that, but I mean 2 roof tour videos. All these bushes next to the house should be cut back away from it. We do not have, this is a good example. This window right here has got Z-bar flashing over it. It's kind of like built in. The rails should have Z-bar flashing on those. The casement should have Z-bar flashing on it. Again, we got a little bit of wood rot right in here. Moving on along. This pipe is the secondary drain line from your HVAC evaporator coil. Okay, that's the emergency drain line. It's over a window. So when you look